Right, here it is, October 12, 2022. We're into the 51st week of major construction. Time is 6:34 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. I'm down here at my West Bowl Perch, starting off with my 77mm lens. Gonna shoot a little bit down here, see what's going on. Like over here. Canopy behind the trees there a little bit. I've been doing a little bit of scouting because I got down here a little bit earlier. They're working over on the Marshall Gardens over there. I don't know if they're pouring concrete or what they're doing, but they're doing some work back in the Marshall Gardens. Looks like they're doing some irrigation work back up here. I saw them hauling some irrigation pipe around. So let me move up a little bit higher here. See what's going on back across into the East Bowl area. I think there's a lot of work down in the Civic lawn, it looks like, just from my early scouting. Working back out here. Maybe pouring concrete or something back down there in the social hub area. Sun's just starting to come up now. So we've got a little bit of activity down here, but it's in the distance currently. So let me move on over this way just a little bit more. Look out into the social hub back over there where the canopies and stuff are, structures. They're working back out in there. Looks like doing some work over on the water and fog plaza back in there, maybe pouring concrete for that. I'll get a little bit closer to that later on when I head down to the east end, but this is what we got here to start our day. Most of the activity is in the distance there. So let me cut this short, and I'm going to move on around to my west end shooting points and see what we can see down here today. Alrighty. Right, here I am down at Brown and Main. I'm going to shoot just a little bit here. They've been doing road work out here over the last few weeks or so. They resurfaced the streets, so the whole Old Town area is getting itself fixed up. They fixed up some concrete guides here for their sidewalk areas. Give a new look to the street there with their walk lanes there they got going on. So a little bit work down here, getting this shut down and getting this fixed up with their new crosswalks and whatnot down through here. Alrighty, just a little bit here. Right, here I am down at the West Paseo up in the Old Town Tavern Loft. They're working on their turquoise planter down here, starting to get this fixed up. Getting the sides put around. So, looks like they're moving along on all these turquoise planters down through here. Still on my 77mm lens, so getting sort of a narrow view of things here, but you can see the turquoise planters are coming along here and back over here, and then down in front of me got this turquoise planter fixed up here. Working on this big one down here. So Let me take a minute to switch back over to my wide angle lens, give a better view of the overall what's going on down here. Right, here I am on my wide angle lens, shooting back into the West Paseo here out of the Old Town Tavern Loft. It's a little bit easier to get an idea of what's going on now down here now with the turquoise planters, the large one getting put together, the other smaller ones as I showed a minute ago, getting worked on down through here, so they're starting to get that into shape so that they can eventually start filling off these little areas that aren't completed down through. I don't know if this will be more concrete or turf, probably some concrete to help get these planters locked into place, I would think, but time will tell. This is what we got going on down here in the West Paseo. Time now is 6:48 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. So I'm just shooting a little bit here. Let me sort of pan on down through the West Paseo. They're doing some work back over here in front of the venue building. I think they're prepping up those planter areas in there. And maybe they're going to do some more fixing up of that area. See, they poured the concrete down here at this end of the sidewalk area for the venue building, so that's ready. I'm not sure how they're going to finish that off, if they're going to put that more of that tile back on there or what they're going to do. But let me cut this short here. I'm going to move on around by the Aline building, and then I'm going to finish up here on the west end and move around to the east end of the project, see what I can see down there. Alrighty. Right, here I am coming up by the Aline building in the West Paseo here. Time is 6:51 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. Down through here, see what's going on. Getting this area down here basically fixed up around these steps. Still got to get this section that connects with the upper deck over here fixed up. Little ramps coming along. Did their concrete work on that. I don't know if that'll get stucco or if just get painted white or how that'll be finished off. But we can see out here they've got all their cut stone faced up across here. Looking nice. It's all fixed up. Looking on that planter back down there, that turquoise planter where the yearling statue will come back and be placed there. And it's kind of an area of prominence. Some flower bed work or something back over there in front of the bathroom. Be going up a little bit higher and finish off my shoot down here on the west end. Sun's coming back up through there. Get some nice lighting effects there through the trees. It shows up here. Sun's up pretty high now. About a half an hour into sunrise now. Astronomical sunrise. So they're right in my face. Well, you can see a little bit of what they're doing out in there. It looks like they may have done this in the past, but they're prepping up around that corner there for eventual concrete pouring there by the Clayton on the Park building. Let's pan back around this way. Guys, getting the dirt fixed up over there for that little planter area. So this is what we got going on down here in the West Paseo this morning, October 12, 2022. Things moving along, getting close to the midway of October, and that'll leave November and December to get things finished off. And then if you throw in the holidays there, Thanksgiving and Christmas, that could take a bite out of some of the work time. So we'll see, but I'm going to call this good down here on the west end, and I'm going to move around to the east end over near the social hub where I think a lot of the activity is going on today. See what's happening down there. Alrighty. Right, here I am down in front of City Hall, looking across at the Civic lawn over in the West Bowl 2. Time now is 7:07 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. They're continuing to work on that canopy back over there, getting that fixed up, putting on whatever pieces they're putting on now. Can't really tell from here, but it looks like a lot of the edging is already in place, so maybe it's only a matter of time till they start putting on some of the bigger pieces there. Let me pan on around here over to the social hub, working back over here. Got their forms all set up back over there, and so they could have poured concrete in those forms already, I'm not sure. It looks like they have finished off the little posts there on the edge of the lagoon. I don't see the forms on them anymore. It looks like the concrete's already poured there. Let's pan around here to the east bowl. So everything looking nice down here, just working, moving things along, getting the stuff done. A lot of work out in the social hub on the water and fog plaza there. Working back over here on the canopy, getting that fixed up. Let me take a moment to switch over to my 77mm lens, and then I'll shoot, see what they're doing, get a little closer view on what's going on back over there. Alrighty. Right, here I am on my 77mm lens now, shooting back over to the 360-degree canopy back over there. And you can see down here on the sort of south endish of the canopy, the guys are up there working on stuff, getting some stuff finished off there or whatever they're doing. That edging doesn't really look like any of the larger panels have been installed yet from what I can see from here right now. So, but the canopy is moving along, getting done. Back over here, of course can't really see it, but they are working on the Marshall Gardens there just beyond that sound, that terraced, north end terraced sound baffle there. Working back in there, you can sort of see right at the edge of it there. They're back down in there working on that, getting that Marshall Gardens fixed up. Let me pan on back around this way. Back over here, we can see a little bit back over here at the end of the lagoon by the social hub. Right there, if you can see, they have the concrete posts for the railings that are similar to what's right here in front of us by the bridge. So they're getting that moved along, and we'll just have to get the cross pieces on that and get that fixed up. But still haven't done anything with these crates down here. But I think it's just my guess that those are some kind of planter, terracotta kind of planter that will be put out here maybe in front of City Hall. Some kind of decorative planters. But that's what we got going on down here. Things are coming along, getting things fixed up. Back over here to the canopy. Shoot a little bit more of this. That's coming along. Getting that fixed up. So let me cut this short. I'm going to move down to the east bowl. Not sure much is happening down there, but we'll see. And let me finish this up here. Alrighty. Right, here I am down at the East Bowl, shooting over to the East Bowl canopy stage area here, still on my 77mm lens, but I don't really see any activity down here on this. Could be that they don't have any parts in for it yet. I mean, I don't see crates down here or anything with the kinds of stuff you see over with the canopy over in the Civic Lawn West Bowl, that 360-degree canopy. You don't have any other parts down in here, so maybe there's a manufacturing backup issue on getting parts or whatnot. But it's just my speculation. I don't really know very much. Back up here on the little hill, back up there at the children's garden, we've got quite a collection of what it looks like site engineers or something back up in there checking stuff out. So maybe they're doing a recon today, see what's happening, see what they gotta do, are they having problems, whatnot. But it's fairly quiet here in the East Bowl right now. Hasn't really been that active for a little bit, so like I say, it could be supply chain issues with the parts for the for this canopy down here or something. Otherwise you think they'd be building on it and moving along, but such is not the case. So I'm going to finish up down here and call it good. You got some rebar there, so I guess they could pour more stuff under the canopy if they're ready for that. But let me wrap this up here. Call this good. Start my journey back home and start the process of editing and getting this stuff fixed up to post. Alrighty. Get this gimbal to go where I want it. Yeah, that's good enough. Alrighty, let's call it a day. Time is 7:19 a.m. Mountain Standard Time.